This is Power Grind Boxing, courtesy of Power Grind Sports. We talking about sports right now. I'm talking about the crazy world of boxing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, peep this, man. Man, shouts out to Regis Program. I think he did an excellent job, you know what I'm saying, of finishing what he started. You got what I'm saying? I think he's an underrated individual. Um, but I'm talking about a lot of different topics right now. I haven't been on in a while, so, I got a life. You feel me? Now, peep this, though. I look at Terrence Crawford. I look at Errol Spence, right? Terrence Crawford is doing a lot of talking. And Errol Spence is just, seem like he's just training. You got what I'm saying? Now, a long time ago, I heard that real G's, they move in silence. You got what I'm saying? They're not over there just doing a lot of patty chatty type of situation. You got what I'm saying? So then when I look at Terrence Crawford and I look at Errol Spence, I see how Errol Spence, he carrying it how you supposed to carry it. Like, if we ain't fighting, um, let's just try to make the fight. You know what I'm saying? But talking, just trying to discuss business to the public. Look, I've learned a long time ago, you cannot discuss business to people who are not in business. That's just, you know, business 101. If they're not in business, then don't try to discuss business with them because they will not understand. Now, Terrence Crawford, he's going on a lot of different interviews, and every single time this guy he's just consistently taking jabs and stabs at Jamel Charlo and Errol Spence. Like, bro, I like Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So I think he should just promote the David Advanzian fight. That's what makes sense to me. Promote the David Advanzian fight. And when somebody asks you about Charlo or Spence or whatever, you just like, yo, I'm focused on David Advanzian. Right now it seems like he's looking past David Advanzian. Now, I don't believe that David Advanzian can beat Terrence Bud Crawford. I just don't believe that he can. Now everybody said that you got a puncher's chance, but I don't even give him a puncher's chance because I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just think Crawford is that dude right now, and he's just gonna dominate. That's what I think, and it's gonna be like that until I'm proven different. However, I do believe that he's moving in a way that is not commendable. Like, just stop talking about Spence. Now if you don't like Jamel Charlo, because it's just, to me, it seems as if Terrence Crawford has this gigantic chip on his shoulder, and it seems like he's been undermined. It seems like he feels like he's been undermined by a lot of people. So since he feel as if he's been undermined, then he's doing everything to just be disrespectful because he feel like people just undermining him. That's what it seemed like to me. So because sometimes it seemed like he have something personal against Spence or something personal against Charlo. That's what it sounds like or seems like. Because like sometimes I look at some of the things that Terrence Crawford's team says, and I'm like, wow, what did I have not seen Spence and nobody around him do anything to Terrence Crawford, but he be talking like, sometimes I'm talking about his team sometimes be talking like way aggressive, and I just be wondering like, yo, why are you talking like that? It really be surprising me sometimes, because I'm not used to people talking like a gangster and then not doing what gangsters do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, even when I go to the gym, I tell them, hey, you got to keep it boxing. If this is boxing, keep it boxing. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes people get angry. And what I noticed, well, I won't say what I noticed, but I just wish that Terrence Crawford would just, and his team would just keep it about what Terrence Crawford is facing next. All that talking negative about Errol Spence and Jamel Charlo and, oh, they didn't do this, and, oh, Errol Spence is not his own boss and he's not this and he's not that. Well, none of that stuff to me makes sense. It just don't make sense. Just whoever they put in front of you, You just beat those people, but talk about that fight. Promote that David Evansian fight. That's what makes sense to me. But, people don't got to listen to me because, I'm nobody to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it really kills me. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say on the other side, Errol Spence, he been moving how you supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight ain't happened. He said a little bit, and then he just kept moving. And now he promoting his fighter. You know what I'm saying? On his promotion company. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to do it. You got to carry it like, yo, if we do whatever we supposed to do so we can get it on, hey, we got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep moving and try to focus on and make something solid in the future. You got what I'm saying? But just that continuous bickering and, Terrence Crawford has spoke Errol Spence name and Jermell Charlo name more times in his fight to fight David Advanzian than he has even said David Advanzian name. So like he's not promoting the fight. Now I saw him on the Last Stand podcast. He said they had already gave him $5 million ahead of time, and they're gonna give him the other $5 million before the fight. And I'm like, that's cool. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that coin. You know what I mean? But yo, promote the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Promote the fight. People are gonna pay the $40 pay-per-view and see you fight. You gotta promote it though. You know what I'm saying? But his strategy might be to promote it by, saying negative things about Errol Spence and saying negative things about Jermell Charlo. Now when I'm in different Facebook fan or boxing fan sites, and one thing that I noticed is that in these sites, the people will say they saying negative things about Al Heyman. I've never heard Bud Crawford say one thing negative about Al Heyman. Al Heyman making millionaires over there. You know what I'm saying? So what is he doing? But anyway, but that's my thoughts on the Bud and Crawford situation. I'm just so tired. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? If they fight, cool. If they don't, cool. We just got to move on. You know what I'm saying? Go to the next round. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are so stuck up and hung up. Oh, this is the fight of the decade. That's right. It's a great fight that I want to see. But if it's not happening, then guess what? Okay, I can move on. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go ahead into this lightweight. Okay, so, man, you got Devin Haney. Undisputed. It's undeniable. And he's not fake undisputed. How Cambosos and Teofimo Lopez was trying to say, you know what I'm saying? But he not fake undisputed like that. He's like really undisputed. Now, they have a lot of crazy things going back and forth. Tank going back and forth with, he's on interviews talking negative about Shakur and Shakur going back and forth with Tank. And, oh, man, I'm so tired of hearing all this craziness, man. I'm just like, dude, if you ain't going to fight, stop talking. You know what I'm saying? There's only one person that has gotten to the lightweight division and has been calling out everyone's name, saying that they want all the smoke. One person. You know what I'm saying? One person. And eventually, through whatever means, that individual became undisputed. Now, that's undeniable. Only one individual can say, hey, I've been calling out everybody. I've been trying to fight everyone. Everyone avoided me. They didn't want to fight me. They didn't want to give me my chance. Even George Cambosos did not want to give Devin Haney his shot. George Cambosos wanted to fight and tried to duck Devin Haney and fight Lomachenko. But because of the unfortunate situation in the Ukraine, Cambosos was put in a situation where he had to face Devin Haney. And then he lost. Devin Haney flew all the way to Australia to land down under and defeated him convincingly the first time. He completely convincingly defeated him the first time. Then he flew back as the undisputed champion. He flew back to Australia And then he dominated George Kambosos, bloodied him up. That boy looked like a butchered cow. That boy's face was nicely cut up from punches. Now, Devin Haney did have a gash on his face, but it was from a headbutt. And all the critics who were saying, oh, Devin Haney be hugging, he be hugging, guess what? George Kambosos initiated more clinches than Devin Haney. You do understand what I'm saying? But somehow, too many individuals still feel the need to disrespect Devin Haney. I'm still not understanding it. You need to put some respect on that boy. That boy was boxing. Listen, one thing you cannot say about Devin Haney. You can't say that boy ain't no boxing fool. That fool be boxing. he boxes up a storm. Listen, he is a fundamentally sound individual, and this is undeniable. Undeniable. Individuals really kill me, especially in this day and time when they try to undermine who he is as an individual. Because bottom line is this: he made history. He's undisputed, the youngest undisputed. You got what I'm saying? Like, he's really undisputed. You know how Teofimo Lopez, I'm gonna talk about Teofimo Lopez next. But you know how Teofimo Lopez was saying that he was undisputed, but he wasn't really undisputed? Devin the Dream Haney, he's really undisputed. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it is my humble opinion that Devin Haney, Bill Haney, Haney Promotions, they are really honoring the sport of boxing. I'm talking about as being individuals who are in the fight game, but also ambassadors of the sport. They ain't out here drinking, drugging, and thugging. You know what I'm saying? Doing none of that crazy stuff. When they speak with respect. Penitentiary rules is always in effect. They respect themselves and they respect the others around them. You got what I'm saying? Got to operate off penitentiary rules. And one thing I noticed is that in this era of clout, people are willing to say whatever. They just keep saying whatever. And it's like, dude, why are you just talking crazy, man? Why are you talking crazy? Because people are talking crazy nowadays. They say the most disrespectful stuff. It won't even be truthful. They'll still say it. But the Haneys have carried boxing in a civilized way, and they've been knocking on the doors saying they still want all the smoke, even after becoming undisputed. We know he undefeated. But even after becoming undisputed, they still like, yo, we want all the smoke. Now, everybody was saying, oh, Loma, right? Everybody was saying that Teofimo Lopez would not defeat Loma. And then he did. People were building up Lomachenko, right? So now after Devin Haney became undisputed, right? After Lomachenko came back to boxing in his first bout, Devin Haney, who is the undisputed champion, steps into the ring, that's history in itself. When you undisputed, who do you chase? Usually you don't chase anyone. But as undisputed, he's still chasing people. He steps in the ring with Lomachenko saying, yo, I want to fight. I want all the smoke. What's up? I'm going to show you that I'm the man. And then guess what Lomachenko says when he first sees Devin Haney? You look like a heavyweight. Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up. I just do not understand how you don't put more respect on the individual who became undisputed, how he became undisputed. He flew all the way over there with all the corruption in boxing. Like, you know what? I'm going to put it all on the line. It don't matter. And then after he becomes undisputed, he successfully defends all those belts. And then he challenges individual that people are saying, oh, he's the man. He like, oh, you think Loma the man? Well, let me go find the man. Because I remember at one point in time that Devin Haney was the WBC mandatory for Lomachenko. What did Lomachenko do? What did his team do? Team Loma, they applied to become a franchise champion. And then they became the franchise champion. And then that left a vacant belt that Devin Haney got, that he received. The WBC sent him the belt like, hey, you've earned this belt since Lomachenko applied to be the franchise champion. Then they started calling Devin Haney the email champ. What a day when the tables turn. Because now you can't call him email champ. You can call him what you want to call him, really, but he's the email champ. He's the champ. He's the WBC champ, the IBO champ, the IBF champ. He undisputed, fool. Put some respect on his name. You got what I'm saying? You suckers kill me, especially these fake boxing fans. They don't even box, don't know the rules of boxing, don't even know how to score boxing, but they got an opinion about individuals who box and want to call champions bums. Man, some of these suckers, man, they kill me, man. But, you know, it is what it is. But listen, I just had to get on and talk about this wild world of boxing. You know what I'm saying? The WWB, wild world of boxing. Oh, man. But I'm going to come off with another episode. This is going to be like the official first episode of the wild world of boxing, because it's a wild world out there for real, man. People going crazy. They saying all the wrong things, being reckless. You know, it just is what it is. But I done pushed over my time. You know, it just is what it is. But look, I'm on social media, Power Grind Boxing. Be on the lookout and like and add me on social media. Hopefully I'll start being more consistent with YouTube, because you know consistency is the key to gain subscribers, especially when you're dealing with this YouTube game. You got what I'm saying? But I'm not consistent enough, but I still have to get on and talk about other things. You got